Yeah. I'd like to call the regular city council meeting of September 8th, 2025 with a record of attendance. Ms. Rhonda?
Baker.
Here.
Drake.
Here.
Lindsay.
Here.
Robinson.
Here.
Teach Out.
Here.
And Ware.
Here.
Like would Tom Robinson, if you'd lead us in opening prayer, and Matt Drake, our Pledge of Allegiance.
Stand, let's pray. Dear Lord, we thank you for your many blessings. We thank you for the opportunity to care for the world you have made. We ask that your blessing would rest on this council, that you would give us great vision and enthusiasm for our work. Please bless the efforts of our hands, the bonds between us, and the influence of our work in this community. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Welcome, everybody. Has the council had a chance to look over the regular council minutes for July 28th, August 4th, and August 25th? Are there any additions or corrections? If not, I would entertain a motion to approve them.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes.
I'll second it.
All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Okay. Second item of business tonight is a request for conditional use variance for in-home daycare at 234 East Kathleen. Mr. Berry?
Good evening, council. Thanks for having us. So the Planning and Zoning Commission on August 13th met to approve a conditional use variance for in-home daycare at 234 East Kathleen. Seeing no rejection to that, the committee approved with a favorable condition, and we're seeking council's approval to allow for variance to happen.
Okay. Any questions from the council? Any questions from the audience? Would entertain a motion to approve this.
Make
To approve
go ahead.
the variance.
Second.
Motion on the floor and seconded. Roll call vote, Ms. Rhonda.
Drake.
Yes.
Lindsay.
Yes.
Robinson.
Yes.
Teach Out.
Yes.
Ware.
Yes.
And Baker.
Yes.
All right, next item is request for conditional use variance for in-home daycare at 504 Kendall. Mr. Berry?
Yeah, so on the same day, on August 13th of 2025, Planning and Zoning met to hear the case for zoning variance for commercial daycare at 504 Kendall Street. This is actually more of a commercial style building, but it is in a residential zone, so that's why we're getting the variance. It was also approved with a favorable recommendation by the committee, and we're seeking council's approval for that approval tonight.
Any questions from the council?
Now, she's seeking for 20 kids. She's going to be licensed.
Yes, she will be licensed. Is that you, Miss Evans? Miss Evans right here. I'm sorry. I was not able to attend that meeting, council, but Miss Evans is here if you'd like to ask questions of her.
Okay. You are going to get licensed for?
Yes.
Okay.
There was one already there, and the business got sold, so that's why you have to ask for the variance. But it is next door to a commercial zone that's just not a commercial. That side of the block is not commercialized. It is R2 zoning, so.
All right, thank you, Barry. Would entertain a motion to approve this variance.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Second. Ryan? Motion on the floor and seconded. Roll call vote, Ms. Rhonda?
Lindsay,
Yes.
Robinson,
Yes.
Teach Out,
Yes.
Ware,
Yes.
Baker,
Yes.
and Drake.
Yes.
Thank you, council.
Thank you, Mr. Berry. Next item is appointments to the boards and commissions. This is Ms. Rhonda's show.
Yes. Today, I'm asking council to make appointments to the various boards and commissions. Letters were sent out to everyone July 14th to those with expiring terms. And if they wanted to be reappointed, I indicated a yes on the paper that you have in front of you. Some are interim appointments where members will be replacing individuals who have resigned or passed away before their term expired. So we'll start the appointments, and the first one will be for Board of Adjustments. We have 2 appointments on this board, Ron Gilmore and Inga Roberson. Ron Gilmore has indicated that he would like to be reappointed. In our resource bank, we have 2 applications, Carl Vincent and Jim Copeland. I'm asking council to make 2 appointments.
I'll make a motion to appoint Ron Gilmore and Inga Roberson.
Second.
Roll call vote, Ms. Rhonda?
Robinson,
Yes.
Teach Out,
Yes.
Ware,
Yes.
Baker,
Yes.
Drake,
Yes.
Lindsay.
Yes.
Next board is Board of Appeals. We have 3 appointments for this board. Larry Hancock, James Beard, and Tim Mitchell. I do believe all have indicated they would like to be reappointed if possible. We do not have any applications in our resource bank.
So I make a motion that we retain Larry Hancock, James Beard, and Tim Mitchell.
I'll second that.
Okay.
Roll call vote, Rhonda?
Teach Out,
Yes.
Ware,
Yes.
Baker,
Yes.
Drake,
Yes.
Lindsay,
Yes.
Robinson.
Yes.
Next to the Board of Municipal Utilities, we have 1 appointment for this board. Tim Meredith's term is up, and he has indicated he would like to be reappointed if possible. We have 4 applications in our resource bank, Missy Marshall, Frankie Adams, Jeff Hay, and Tiffany Vaughn. Asking council to make 1 appointment to this board.
I make a motion to appoint Tim Meredith to BMU.
Second.
Roll call vote, Ms. Rhonda?
Ware,
Yes.
Baker,
Yes.
Drake,
Yes.
Lindsay,
Yes.
Robinson,
Yes.
and Teach Out.
Yes.
Next is the Business License Review Board. 1 appointment to this board. This is a new board, by the way. We have 1 applicant in our resource bank is Jasmine Sales. I'm asking council to make 1 appointment.
I'd make a motion to appoint Jasmine Sales to the Business License Review Board.
Is there a second?
Second.
Roll call vote?
Ware,
Abstain.
Baker,
Yes.
Drake,
Yes.
Lindsay,
Yes.
Robinson,
Yes.
Teach Out.
Yes.
Next, we have the Enhanced Enterprise Zone Board. There are 2 appointments to this board, Rick Adams and Tim Mitchell. Rick Adams would like to be reappointed if possible. We do not have any applications in our resource bank. Asking council to make 2 appointments.
I would like to appoint Rick Adams and Tim Mitchell.
I'll second.
Did.
Roll call vote?
Baker,
Yes.
Drake,
Yes.
Lindsay,
Yes.
Robinson,
Yes.
Teach Out,
Yes.
and Ware.
Yes.
Next, we have the Housing Authority Board. We have 1 appointment for this one. Harry Howard, he resigned off this board, so this is an interim appointment. We have several names in our resource bank: Frankie Adams, Margaret Anderson, Onethia Williams, Tiffany Hamill, and Brianna Gibson. Asking council to make one interim appointment to this board.
I would like to make a motion to appoint Onethia Williams to the Housing Authority Board.
Second.
Roll call vote.
Drake,
Yes.
Lindsay,
Yes.
Robinson,
Yes.
Teachout,
Yes.
Ware,
Yes.
and Baker.
Yes.
Next is the LCRA Commission. One appointment to this board. Dan Marshall, I do believe he would like to be reappointed if possible. We have several names in our applications. Joshua Gilbert, Jessica Meredith, Paul Cohen, Carl Vincent, and Tiffany Hamill. Asking council to make one appointment.
I would like to reappoint Dan Marshall.
I'll second.
Roll call, please.
Lindsay,
Yes.
Robinson,
Yes.
Teachout,
Yes.
Ware,
Yes.
Baker,
Yes.
and Drake.
Yes.
Next, we have the Park Board. There are 3 appointments to this board. Austin Curtis, Jeff Hay, and Wade Hamra. Several names in the resource app. Joshua Gilbert, Jean Marie Culberson, Hector Loomis, Margaret Anderson, Bobby Gray, Shantae Howard, Haley Gleason, Frankie Adams, Tiffany Hamill, Tiffany Vaughn, Joey Hayes, and Leslie Hall. Asking council to make 3 appointments to the Park Board.
I would like to make a motion that we appoint Jeff Hay, Haley Gleason, and Joey Hayes.
Jeff Hay, Haley Gleason, and Joey Hayes.
Roll call vote.
Robinson,
Yes.
Teachout,
Yes.
Ware,
Yes.
Baker,
Yes.
Drake,
Yes.
and Lindsay.
Yes.
Next is the Planning and Zoning Commission. 2 appointments to this board, Fred Thornton and Gary Osmond. I do know that Fred Thornton would like to be reappointed if possible. In the Resource Bank app, we have Paul Cohen, Felicia Blanton, Darlene Margrave, and Carl Vincent. Asking council to make 2 appointments.
I would like to make a motion to appoint Fred Thornton and Felicia Blanton to the Planning and Zoning.
Second.
Roll call.
Ware,
Yes.
Baker,
Yes.
Drake,
Yes.
Lindsay,
Yes.
Robinson,
I'm gonna abstain.
and Teachout.
Yes.
Next is the Public Safety Advisory Board. There are 4 appointments to this board. Ned Matthews, Nathan Cox, William Watson, and Harry Howard. William Watson would like to be reappointed if possible. Harry Howard has resigned, so his appointment will be an interim appointment. In our Resource Bank app, we have Frankie Adams, Joshua Gilbert, Paul Cohen, John Matt May, Bobby Gray, Onethia Williams, Brianna Gibson, and Leslie Hall. Asking council to make 4 appointments to this board.
I'll make a motion to appoint Will Watson, Nathan Cox, Bobby Gray, and Leslie Hall.
I'll second.
Leslie Hall. Okay.
Rhonda, roll call, please.
Baker,
Yes.
Drake,
Yes.
Lindsay,
Yes.
Robinson,
Yes.
Teachout,
Yes.
and Ware.
Yes.
Next is the Scott County Extension. Need 1 appointment on this one. Camille Lancaster, she resigned, so this will be an interim appointment, which the term is up in February, I do believe, so we'll be coming back to make another appointment to this one. In our Resource Bank app, we have Jean Marie Culberson, Brianna Gibson, and Tiffany Vaughn.
I'd like to make a motion to appoint Sean Howard to the Scott County Extension.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Drake,
Yes.
Lindsay,
Yes.
Robinson,
Yes.
Teachout,
Yes.
Ware,
Yes.
Baker.
Yes.
Next is our pause to Sikeston Pet and Animal Welfare Services Advisory Board. Two appointments to this one. Carrie Ann Corso and Natalie Bohannon, both do not seek to be reappointed. In our Resource Bank app, we have Frankie Adams, Deidre Peters, Allison Romine, Kenya Daughtery, Betsy McConnell, and Leslie Hall. Asking council to make two appointments to this board.
I would like to make a motion that we appoint Frankie Adams and Betsy McConnell.
I'll second that.
Roll call, please.
Robinson,
Yes.
Teachout,
Yes.
Ware,
Yes.
Baker,
Yes.
Drake,
Yes.
and Lindsay.
Yes.
Next is the Tax Increment Finance Commission, the TIF Board. Three appointments to this one. Missy Marshall, Clayton Driscoll, and Matt Drake. Missy Marshall would like to be reappointed. Clayton Driscoll does not seek to be reappointed. And Matt Drake was appointed to council, so we need to replace him on this board. We have two applications in our Resource Bank app, Mike LaPlante and Joey Hayes. Asking council to make three appointments to this board.
I would like to make a motion to appoint Missy Marshall, Michael Plant, and Joey Hayes.
I'll
Se-
second.
Roll call vote, Ms. Rhonda.
Teachout,
Yes.
Ware,
Yes.
Baker,
Yes.
Drake,
Yes.
Lindsay,
Yes.
and Robinson.
Yes.
And the last board is the Traffic Committee. Two appointments to this one, James Miller and William Watson. And William Watson would like to be reappointed if possible. We have three applications in our resource bank, Phil Boyer, Frankie Adams, Paul Cohen, and Joey Hayes. Asking council to make two appointments to this board.
I would like to make the motion that we appoint William Watson and Frankie Adams.
Is there a second?
Second.
Roll call, please.
Ware,
Yes.
Baker,
Yes.
Drake,
Yes.
Lindsay,
Yes.
Robinson,
Yes.
and Teachout.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, Rhonda. Next item up is possible sale of portion of Boot Hill Golf property. I believe this is you, sir.
Yes, sir. Mayor and council, the Sikeston JCs have approached the city with a desire to purchase a portion of the former Boot Hill Golf Course property. Back in 2013, that property was purchased by the city mainly in order to protect the adjacent uses, including the airport and the rodeo and the city rec complex. Since that time, the property has functioned mainly as a open space or green space. The trails have been open to the public, and the BMU has been managing rental of the clubhouse building to the public. And then, of course, the JCs use adjacent portions of the property for overflow parking during rodeo. I have included a map in your packet here. What I would suggest, if the council's open to possibly selling a portion of this property, is to authorize the staff to put together an RFP for requesting proposals from parties that are interested in purchasing and redeveloping the property. I have suggested on this map a portion of the property that totals about 29 acres. that would be sold. It is roughly the portion of the property that is used by the J.C.'s currently during rodeo for their overflow parking. We would ask in an RFP, likely ask for proposers to give us a purchase price, explain their intended use of the property, a timeline for any redevelopment. The way I've drawn this map has the city maintaining ownership of the maintenance building that is back there. So we would ask for proposals to address how the city would continue to access that building, explain any impact on the remaining property by events such as rodeo, if there's further overflow, and then any kind of fencing or delineation along the new property lines. I would suggest that the city judge any proposals by the answers to the above considerations that I just mentioned, the overall community benefit of the proposal, compatibility of the proposal with adjacent uses, including the rodeo and the airport and the rec complex. And of course, if we were to do this, the city would maintain the right to reject any and all proposals if no acceptable proposals came in, and if you got multiple proposals, judge them by those criteria that I've suggested. So open to any suggestions for changes to those kind of overall parameters. I'd like to put together an RFP if this is what you'd like to do and bring it back to you probably at your last meeting in September to see the actual language there, and then we could put that out, release that to the public.
Okay. Anybody got any questions as to what we're looking for?
I don't think we really need a motion or anything. What I'll do is
Just a
work on
consensus.
I'll
To let you continue to
work on the
draft
RFP and bring it back to you at a regular meeting.
it. Sounds good. Sounds good to me. Next item is briefing of the Legion Park Pavilion project. Mr. Lancaster?
Yes, sir. This has been around a little while, maybe even quite a bit longer than some of you guys have been on council. Probably over a couple years ago, several community organizations in town applied for some of this ARPA statewide money. And one of the projects that we applied for was for some renovations with Legion Park, both on both sides of New Madrid Street. The north half of the property adjacent to the depot is city property as well. Part of that included the Rail Trail West, which is in the process of getting finished up. There's also some site work and a bathroom getting built, which is out for bids already.
We'll be going out.
We'll be going out for bids. And then the last part is a market structure. Some people call it a city market, some people call it a farmer's market, different things of that nature that were included in the packet. And it has been a source of trying to figure out exactly what our needs and desires are compared to our finances. There's been a lot of discussion over the last year. I will tell you that this has started out in the application as probably more of a smaller structure, and over time with different people that have been involved in different various benefactors, at one point in time this grew to something more comparable to something in Charleston, South Carolina downtown with the Charleston Market, with a large structure with walls and roll down doors and quite a facility. Since then we have scaled back to a couple different options. And basically with the briefing tonight, I wanted to just make sure everybody's questions are answered on where we are. But the main thing I wanted to express is that we have two options we have been looking at as of late. One is more of a basic, smaller open-air market that is going to be something that matches and blends in with the depot and the other structures downtown. The other version is a slightly larger version of that that has a bathroom, some storage, things of that nature. But at this point, I want to express that this ARPA money has timelines that are quickly closing. And we are to the point where if we want to utilize these funds, we need to get this project moving. So it is our intent that unless the council offers other things tonight or in the coming days, that we're going to put this project out for bid and get bids on 2 different options so that we can start moving forward. Patrick Werzer, who some of you have met, some of you have not, is our, in many of our projects in the city of Sikeston, we have reached out to Patrick. Patrick is a part of Gateway Design, and he is a professional landscape architect and does park consulting all over the state of Missouri. So he has helped us with our master plan at the complex, our trail master plan, and is also helping us with this Legion Park project. I've asked him to just kind of briefly go over these 2 options so that you guys know what we're talking about, and then see if you have any questions.
Good. Thank you, Jay. I'm just going to kind of run through these 2 options like Jay alluded to on the structure. Just to give you a little background on the materials, this would be a steel pre-engineered structure that essentially would be manufactured, delivered on site, and then constructed and built by a contractor. The intent of these plans is to issue these as bid documents, that it would be a turnkey or design build approach. And essentially, we are furnishing drawings, some notes, specifications that the contractor will have to follow as far as an intent on what the design and the materials and so forth would be for this particular, I call it, market pavilion. So, and with that, we have our base bid model that you see here that you have copies of as well. They've been furnished. This particular structure would have, if I'm not mistaken, I'm counting, I believe, 20 bays. Those would be roughly 10 by 10 bays, vendor bays. Of course, that's flexible to whatever event or whatever is happening at the time within it. It would be open air. There would be no enclosure. The roofing material would be that of the same color as the bandstand that's there now at Legion Park. You can see the elevations. There's a front elevation,
Which is designed to match the roof of the depot.
yeah, that's right. So this right here would be the front of the pavilion that you would be seeing along up here. This is Front Street, to give you an orientation. The depot actually would be on the backside. This is the backside elevation. So these are the 2 side elevations, east and west. And then this is just a section through the middle, if you will, if you cut a line through here, looking east through the pavilion. So what we're trying to do here is essentially be as cost-effective and value engineered as possible. These would be steel columns that would have a brick base to them, a wrap around the column with a precast concrete cap. And those would be built on site after, obviously, the structure is erected. So that's what you see here going around the outside edges of the pavilion. And then, of course, here we have a bump out. That would be this right here, this feature, where it would be the main entrance with signage, metal signage, and as well as the city seal or some semblance of that on the ends here of the city of Sikeston. So with that, again, the intent is this is kind of your base bid model. We have some other features to it, like this rectangular lattice. It would be commercial grade vinyl, just to add a little more architectural element to it. These triangle lattice actually is part of the base bid. This would be an add alternate if we wanted to choose to go with that style, so that's why it's shown differently on these two elevations. But the triangle corners would be part of the base bid package. With that, you have a site plan. You can see how the building is oriented there on site. The depot is actually right here. Front Street is along here. These are the improvements that would be happening around through the West Legion Park site improvement package. That's a whole different project. But this pavilion then would be, basically, this is the footprint of where the building would be right, and we don't show the depot here, but this would be exactly along the center line to the depot. So we're just following this center line right through where the depot would be right here. So it would be all aligned in that fashion. Moving on to the expanded version, this would be the alternate bid, if you will, which is we're adding 2 more bays on the end, on this end, and we're adding the restroom storage area right here on this corner. There again, Front Street is along here, the depot side is along here. You can say it's basically very similar elevations, except that we have added on the ends here and here, and then you get some understanding of how the restroom is related to the overall market pavilion. The restroom will be very similar to, in the same materials as the restroom that will be part of the package for Legion Park. And so they will be very similar, and same brick will be, to match the depot. The roofing will, again, match what is there now. So we have a lot of similarities in materials, so it's all cohesive. And this is just another sheet that shows in more detail the restroom. It would be an ADA unisex restroom. This storage area is basically the mechanical room as well, so you have your plumbing and your electrical coming in, service lines, and then, obviously 2 doors, 1 restroom, 1 for the storage, and then you just have the different elevations. This would be the front entrance elevation, back elevation, side elevation. And then lastly, we have the footprint. Again, it's an expanded version on both sides. And in this case, we would tie in electrical. There's a pole right here, and tie it in, and then that would run down to the mechanical room here. So that is basically the 2 options right now that we have on the table that would be prepared to go out to get bids this month. As Jay alluded to, we are on a timeline because of the grant funds, the ARPA grant funds that would be associated with this project. So it is kind of imperative that we do move forward on this as timely as possible to receive bids, have time to, look at them, decide on a contractor, and get something under contract before the end of the year.
And these versions that you're seeing of this are probably versions, I'd guess, 7 or 8, because we have, over the last year, this has gone from small to big to big to big to Cadillac to small to, we've kind of been all over the place. But this is kind of where we've resolved after all of the back and forth. So I wanted to make sure you guys were all on fully aware of what all is happening and have an opportunity to ask questions, give input, ask questions of Patrick. Mm-hmm. So I'll stand down and see if anybody has any questions. Otherwise, we'll proceed with seeking bids on these 2 options.
Right. I'll just add one more thing. This particular expanded version has 22 bays compared to 20 in the base bid version. So you add 2 bays. We at one time the structure was at 26 almost 30 bays. So it was quite extensive and
With roll-down doors and
rolled down
side walls and everything.
Yeah, it was fully enclosed. I mean, it was pretty extensive. So,
Can I, does anybody have any questions?
Do we have a cost estimate at this point?
We are still working with some contractors on that. I can give you some ranges. There's, and to be totally honest, there's part of me that is reluctant to talk about it if we're getting ready to put it out for bid too. So, but I would say that for the smaller version, and we're still working with some vendors to try to get this narrowed down, but it's been, you correct me if I'm wrong, I'm going to give a wide range here because bids have been pretty wide range lately. We could see anything from 350 to 500. Is that fair? And with the other version, we're probably talking
upwards of
100, 150 more than that.
Yeah.
120 feet.
With the majority, with a significant amount of that coming from grant funding, but as you guys know from previous discussions, there's also some funding gaps we're still working on. Depending on how all this comes in, we're very hopeful that the bids would be favorable and minimize any funding lapses we have.
In one of these, either one drawing, you have these bays. Is there something in between there?
In this case, no. At one time, we did have some columns in between there, but because of value engineering, we eliminated those, and that saved significant amount of money.
And not just value engineering, but also we felt like it opened it up to more uses.
Yeah, true. Yes.
That way,
So it'll be an open air kind of pavilion outside of a market event happening.
Yeah.
Yes.
Some of the discussions that were had by Mr. Mayor and some others was, the ability to not just use it for market purposes, but also for events that might call for tables and chairs or things of that nature. And that was some of the reasons to keep it more open.
We also, and I failed to mention, we also have fans designed into it as part of the electrical package. So these would be basically commercial grade aluminum 6-foot diameter fans. So there will be some airflow, particularly in those hotter months. And that's something that we do have in both packages. So the fans will be part of that as well, as part of the bid package.
One of the other reasons, I'll throw this out there in case this is a curiosity to any of the council, is something else that was kind of an influence on going to more of an open structure, as we felt it might be a little bit more manageable if we were ever having to deal with issues with homeless, where if it was, if there were some sort of short walls that it could be a little harder to manage, but with something more like open like this, like some of our other nicer pavilions, it's be easier to manage.
And we'll also have lighting on the columns here around the exterior. So from a safety standpoint, you can have dusk to dawn lighting around the, or if you have events in the evening. So lighting will be another part of the electrical package for this. So we have that figured into it as well.
And the intent was the brick style and the roofing material would blend in with the other areas, things in that area.
Where is the service, your electrical, I guess there is no plumbing on this one. You have it in the building. If there is no building or on option one,
Right.
where would it go?
So on
a
option one, actually, let's go to this sheet right here, A2. The only thing that we would have on the electrical is we would tie into that post and then run a line over to this corner, and then we would have an exterior weatherproof lockable cabinet, electrical panel right here and then that would feed the rest of the building from that point. So that's how we would address the electrical service to the building. And what's interesting too, actually, in one of the models that I found on the fans, they actually, you can have and this would be in your panel or in your storage room, they have a touch screen so you can adjust the fans and which fans you want as far as operation is concerned. So you can have it on timer and everything like that. So nowadays, everything is just, pretty much, electronic based, and you just can set a whole schedule as to fans on and off and how fast or slow you want, and everything is on touchscreen. So it's pretty nice. So you don't have to deal with switches or anything like that. It'll be all tied into the pad, to the touchscreen pad.
Any other questions?
Thank you all.
Thank you,
Thank
Jay.
you.
I believe we need to entertain a motion to authorize bid this project out.
I'll make a motion.
Second.
Second.
Who motioned? I'm sorry.
Matt made the motion and Ryan seconded it.
Okay. Baker,
Yes.
Drake,
Yes.
Lindsay,
Yes.
Robinson,
Yes.
Teachout,
Yes.
and Ware.
Yes.
Next thing on the agenda is approval of several ditch cleanings. Mr. Dial, you have the floor, sir.
Good evening. On August 13th, city staff opened bids for ditch mopping in several locations throughout the city. We received bids from 3 different contractors. Information for these packages are summarized in your bid packet along with the tabulation sheet. The low bid for these projects was from Murdoch Excavating for a combined price of $41,827.50. That is minus the bid packet number 26-7. He did bid on it originally, but he retracted his bid the next day. He was supposed to have help with that particular ditch, and his help backed out at the last minute, so he retracted that bid. The funds for these projects will come from budgeted ditch maintenance funds and the transportation sales tax in this current budget year. City staff is requesting approval from the council to award Murdoch Excavating of Sikeston for bid packets 26-8 through 26-11 on these multiple ditch projects.
Where do we, with them backing out on lateral C ditch, what's our game plan there?
We'll probably have to go back because our next lowest bid was $154,000, I think.
183.
Wow.
Oh, 183.
Just for that
Just for that one ditch.
one ditch?
Yes, sir.
Wow. Okay.
You need
Need a motion.
I'll make a motion that we award bid 26-8 through 26-11 to Murdoch Excavating.
Second.
Motion on the floor and seconded. Rhonda, roll call.
Drake,
Yes.
Lindsay,
Yes.
Robinson,
Yes.
Teachout,
Yes.
Ware,
Yes.
and Baker.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next item is award bid 26-01 mausoleum roof repair. Rhonda?
Yes. So on May 26th of 2024, an EF3 tornado hit Sikeston, and it caused some roof damage to the city mausoleum. On July 22nd of this year, bid packets were sent out to 5 local vendors. Bids would open on August 20th, and 2 bids were received, one from Pyramid Roofing here in Sikeston in the amount of $32,900, and one from Sierra Group Roofing and Solar out of Jonesboro, Arkansas, in the amount of $29,310.49. References were submitted from Sierra Group, and I contacted those references. They gave great recommendations, said their work was done in a timely manner, and they would still use them on current projects today. And Sierra Group has been in business since 2017. Taking into consideration the city's local vendor preference of 2%, Sierra Group Roofing and Solar still had the lowest bid. And based on the bid submitted and the information received, I'm asking council to award the roofing bid to Sierra Group of Jonesboro, Arkansas, in the amount of $29,310.49.
Any questions, gentlemen?
Is there any type of warranty or anything?
There is a year warranty that they indicated for their work.
From both contractors?
I do know from Sierra.
Do you know
Not for
what,
sure, but Pyramid.
well, what did Pyramid?
Do not have that information. I can check for you if you'd like. But I do know that,
I mean, I think.
well, let me correct that. We did put it in our bid packet for 1 year. So let me
Oh,
correct
so
that.
just-
It was
so
in
they're
there.
each 1 year?
Yes. Mhm.
I have to say, I feel more comfortable with somebody that's right here close and been in business a lot longer. I don't know how long his Pyramid's company been in, but
Forever.
I can remember
Forever.
with the roof. I just wanted to add that to the conversation. I'm not sure about the references that were submitted, which I'm sure y'all checked them out, but they were submitted by the company that,
Yes, Sierra.
by them themselves too, so.
Seeing that, I would like to make a motion to table this until our next meeting. Is that fair enough?
Second.
Motion on the floor to table this discussion till next meeting.
I'll second that motion.
Lorenzo did.
Lorenzo
Did.
seconded.
Roll call, please, Ms. Rhonda.
Robinson,
Yes.
Teachout,
Yes.
Ware,
Yes.
Baker,
Yes.
Drake,
Yes.
and Lindsay.
No.
Next item is award bid 2615, purchase of 75 Streamlight pistol-mounted flashlights. Keith?
Good evening.
Sir.
These next 3 items are obviously related. Every probably 10, 12 years, we replace our duty pistols. We did this when I first started in 98, 99, something like that. And then again in 2012. Of course, it's been 13 years and we're up, and we budgeted this year to replace them again. This first one starts out with the Streamlight pistol mounted, that are pistol mounted. And we solicited bids for the purchase of 75 of those Streamlight TL R7 high lumen pistol mounted flashlights. They were sent to GT Distributors and Keesler Supply, and we're also asking them to buy back some of our older lights too. That's why there's that buyback option on there. So the total for the lights is $10,682, but we're expecting to get about $1,860 around in there. That's kind of a ballpark figure for the total, grand total being $822.25. And we're asking, based on that the council award the bid to Keesler for that amount. Y'all have any questions about that?
Any questions? Entertain a motion to approve.
Make a motion we approve. Well, second.
Roll call, please.
Robinson,
Yes.
Teachout,
Yes.
Ware,
Yes.
Baker,
Yes.
Drake,
Yes.
and Lindsay.
Yes.
Next is board bid 2615. Oops, 16. Purchase of 75 mid-ride duty rate retention holsters.
Okay, going along with this same overall purchase, we separated out the holsters. The holsters, we looked at some variety of style holsters that give us the best safety and retention. They'll also obviously accommodate the weapon and the streamlight attachment. And we came to this Safari Land 6390 RDS ALS mid-ride duty rated holster. So GT Distributors actually won the bid out of that between Kiesler and GT and a couple others, I think. But and that was for $130.39 each. 75 of those, of course, would bring that to $97.79.25. And we are asking that the council approve that or award the bid to GT Distributors for that amount.
Any questions?
Make a motion that we award that bid for the holster to GT Distributors.
I'll second.
Roll call, Rhonda?
Teachout,
Yes.
Ware,
Yes.
Baker,
Yes.
Drake,
Yes.
Lindsay,
Yes.
and Robinson.
Yes.
Next item is award bid 2617, purchase of 75 Glock 45 MOS pistols with closed and emitter optics. Chief?
Okay, this is this is actually the weapon itself with that modular optic sight on top of it. We looked at a couple of different pistols, Smith & Wesson, Sig Sauer, but overall we just thought we would stick with the Glock pistol because it's what we've been using and familiar with, and it seems to be very reliable. We solicited bids for those with those MOS sights equipped, and the packets were sent to Glock and Kiesler Supply, and it looks like we got some bids back, but Kiesler Supply looks like they had won the bid overall for $852 each for a grand total of almost $64,000. And Kiesler obviously had the lowest and only qualifying bid at $63,950.25. We do have a trade-in. This is a trade-in for this, and that's why the total price is about $64,000. Of course, we're trading some of these guns back in, and that brings that price down to a grand total of $44,280. Officers do have the option, instead of trading their weapon in, to actually buy that weapon, and then that money will be sent to Kiesler to offset the price. So
That answered my next question.
yeah.
Thank you. Any questions? Entertain a motion.
Make a motion we award bid 2617 to Kiesler Supply.
Second.
Motion and a second. Rhonda?
Ware,
Yes.
Baker,
Yes.
Drake,
Yes.
Lindsay,
Yes.
Robinson,
Yes.
and Teachout.
Yes.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you, Chief. Next item is to approve the RFP for commercial real estate broker agent services for city-owned industrial land. Good afternoon, Ms. Marcy.
Hello. So on behalf of the Board of Directors of the Sikeston Area Economic Development Council or Corporation, we are recommending to the council to consider a real estate broker agent service to help with the publicity in our North and South Industrial Park. So our North, what we call our North Industrial Park, the Sikeston Business Education and Technology Park, has approximately 200 acres left to sell, but the parcels are anywhere between 10 acres and 68 acres. And then in our South Industrial Park, we have about 90 acres, but the parcels are about 20 to 30 acres each. I think we've done a very good job, and we have increased our response to RFIs, requests for information, that come from Missouri Partnership. However, we're being very reactive on this. This would allow us to be more proactive. And so I'm asking you to entertain putting out a request for proposal, RFP, for someone to do more targeted market outreach. They would give us a marketing strategy, their industrial prospects, create some marketing materials. Most importantly, list us on national and regional industrial site platforms. Some of those cost upwards of $20,000 and $30,000 a year for a subscription. I don't really want to pay for each of those. I'd rather pay someone else to do that and get our property in front of a lot more eyes. They will work with Sikeston Area Economic Development to identify the incentive packages when working with industrial prospects. However, that will not be to sell the property for $0, as it's likely their their processing fee will come from the sale of the property. And then while that person or entity might be part of the negotiations and transaction management, it will obviously come through council for final approval. Also important, I feel, is that they will do project reporting. So let us know how many outreaches they're doing, how many hits we're getting on the website, how many hits they're getting on their website, those kind of things. I'm asking that as part of the RFP, they will include a cover letter, qualifications, relevant experience, their approach and work plan, fee proposal, references, proof of insurance, and any disclosures, which I'm assuming Amanda and Tabitha will put all the legalese into some of those things. If this is to go through, what I would recommend is the city itself submit the request for proposal so that everything is attached. And then those proposals come back to the SADC Board of Directors. We will review and then make a recommendation to the council.
What's the time frame or proposed time frame for the listing agreement?
That would probably be up to the council. I think our recommendation was to do, what was it? It was to do a 1-year agreement. I'm pretty sure. 1 year up to 3. I can clarify, make sure I have that.
So would they be getting a commission from the sale of property?
Yes, that is my intent. That is my thought. That's our thought, that it would be.
And then what commission?
Correct.
Who's going to charge the least commission, that kind of thing?
Correct. And if they want to put something up front for the marketing materials that they would do, especially if it is only a 1 year or 3 year, sometimes properties like this take multiple years to put out there. So I wouldn't, it's up to that entity to submit their fee structure. But I wouldn't be surprised if we saw some upfront cost.
Sure. I mean, if you got to put in publication, so I understand
Right.
that, but it's kind of something we need to know.
Sure. And that would be what we would ask them to provide in their proposals.
Right.
It's a pretty decent idea. Any other questions, gentlemen?
Make a motion that we move forward with creating the RFP.
Is there a second?
I'll say.
Roll call, Ms. Rhonda?
Baker. Drake.
Yes.
Lindsay.
Yes.
Robinson.
Yes.
Teach out.
Yes.
And Ware.
Yes.
Thank you all.
Thank you, Marcy. Is there any other items that need to be brought before the council this evening?
I have one.
Yes, sir.
I need to request to be removed from the Planning and Zoning Commission, please.
All right, sir. That be the,
Yeah.
Need a vote on that?
I don't think we.
I think you could just probably vote to appoint another city council person as the liaison to that board.
Yeah. I was on it last year.
Does it meet during BMU?
Does.
Yes.
No? Did you move it?
Does it?
We moved it to Wednesday, 4 instead of Tuesday, 4.
I'm already on it.
I mean, I can go back on it. I came off of it because I went on BMU and they were at the same time, so I mean, I can. You do it?
Is that in form of a motion?
Yeah, I'll make a motion to appoint Vess Baker to the Planning and Zoning Commission.
Is there a second?
Second.
Who second?
You can give it to Tom.
Okay. Okay, ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Lindsay,
Yes.
Robinson,
Yes.
Teachout,
Yes.
Ware,
Yes.
Baker, Drake.
Yes.
Is there anything else? Would entertain a motion to adjourn.
So move.
Motion to adjourn is seconded. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Meeting is adjourned.
Yes.